When I firstly saw the topic for this year, ocean waves appeared in my mind. So I really want to ask you guys a question. What is the first word that pops in your mind when you hear waves? Yeah, thanks for the answer in the back. Yeah, I think for most of the people, they may think waves are scary, unpredictable, and devastating. However, from my perspective, I think waves mean impulsion, continuation, and a sense of suddenness. I started to reflect on my life, and I would like to say that there are many things fitting in this category, and more importantly, they all affect my life path. But the most crucial one for me is about ultimate frisbee. During the process of exploring the ultimate frisbee, it brings many surprises to me. To be honest, I didn't know much about ultimate frisbee before I entered Chiba Dwight. I used to think that it is just a disc which is thrown between people, and I didn't know that it is actually a sport. I thought back to my first day of high school when I saw some seniors running really hard on the field to catch the frisbee. It was the very first time for me to see how the ultimate frisbee is played on a field. A few of them can throw the length of the field. They could also execute all manner of rising, curving, sinking, and floating throws. When I gave it a try, I could only manage a wobbly toss, which went a few meters away. I became so curious about the aerodynamics and the physical principles behind it. The emotional waves in my heart drove me forward to develop more about it. I practiced during a class break, discussed techniques with seniors during the lunchtime, and watched videos during the weekends. My obsession in this sport leads me to develop my skills, and soon I can do it all. Later, I joined the ultimate frisbee team in our school, which is a top frisbee team in Shanghai. Everyone puts in a lot of efforts, and this atmosphere really inspired me a lot. We run every day after class. We explore new ways of throwing together to make ourselves more skillful. And every once in a while, everything goes perfectly and smoothly, just like Mozart's symphony. Just like the waves in the oceans, it does not appear to be peaceful or enjoyable for all the time. It could be depressing for some time. In this sport, I have experienced a lot of losses during the game. I think it is unavoidable for any kind of sport. When I decide to go on a field, I should be ready to accept any form of losses. I have to admit that I learned a lot from the spirit of ultimate frisbee. I learned how to frankly accept our wins and losses on the field, and more importantly, I learned how to respect our opponents. Reflecting on everything I've experienced over the 3 years, I found that the spirit has been inherited in our team for a long period of time. From the first two captains I've ever met, Myers and Peter, to Eric and to the current captains, I found that they've emphasized a lot on the spirit of the ultimate frisbee team, ultimate frisbee, and I can see that they tried their best to spread it. I'm already in the 12th grade, so this year would be my last year to be spent with all my teammates. As a 12th grader, it is true that it is very important for me to teach the rookies about strategies and techniques so as to stay competitive in the league. But more importantly, I think I should teach them on how to accept their victories and losses on the field and how to respect their opponents. Graduation will definitely mark a period of part of my frisbee career. I then cannot be a member of Cheetahs and play game for my team. But I will absolutely continue my passion when I study in a college. When I first met ultimate frisbee, this sport plays an indispensable role in my life. It gives me many of the takeaways. It is frisbee which encourages me to try out things which seem to be unfamiliar to me. I come to realize that I will never know what will happen to the last. It is the spirit of ultimate frisbee which encourages me to challenge myself. I would never imagine that I would choose English A in my IBDP language courses. I have to say that it is a speech which was given by Mr. Chelsea that inspired me a lot. I realized what the course was like and why this course fits me better. In this course, we are required to read a lot of books, write analysis, and do oral exam. While I was reading the book and writing the analysis, I've encountered a lot of new concepts, and I can feel the cultural gap. Something in the book is really hard for me to understand as an audience in China. Conversely, I knew I shouldn't give it up. I started to search online for the context of the book and some relevant knowledge. During the whole process, I feel more like that I've become a global citizen, knowing more things which happen around the world. Looking back to the first day for me in the English class, I'm very happy to see the result and outcomes that I've received. Waves are always pushing me forward. It helps me to challenge myself to choose a more difficult course and have a huge improvement in the field of ultimate frisbee. It is waves which always push me forward. In the future, we can learn a lot from waves and apply them to the world, helping us to be the superheroes in a world of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. In retrospect to my 3-year experience of being a frisbee team member, I have a lot to share. The most attractive parts for me in this sport are the emotional bond between the sport and me and the spirit of the game. I'm very grateful to this sport, which helps me to find my lifelong interest. I will continue my passion after I graduate from Chiba to White. The waves could be my fascination when I first saw the frisbee on the field, which pushes me forward to explore more about it. The waves could also be my passion in this sport, which promotes me to spread the charm of this sport to other people and make it even more popular. The waves could also be the emotional bond between my teammates, my coaches, and me. I really appreciate everyone I've encountered in this sport. It is these people who bring me the pleasant experience in both the practice and the game. At last, I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to those people who helped me to develop the game and play as both teammates and opponents. Thanks.